The Transmission of Mind. This is a collection of the sayings of Obaku Huangpo, made by Haikyuu, otherwise known as Haisho Koko, a great admirer of Obaku. In his preface, 858, he tells us how in 843 and in 849 especially, he questioned Obaku intensively and recorded his answers. The following are a few extracts and comments on them. Banzan said to the monks, "It is like a sword flung up into the sky. We can discuss whether it has reached there or not. There is no scar left on the sky, and the sword itself is not diminished. What is it? It is Zen. It is poetry. It is love. It is God. What is it not? What is not it? Walking is Zen. Sitting is Zen. Talking or silent. Moving, unmoving. The essence is at ease. Shintoke." Banzan said to the assembled monks, "In these three worlds not a thing exists. Where shall we search for the mind? If there is no object, there is no subject. If it be asked what remains, we must parody Emerson and say that when the two half-gods go, the whole gods arrive." Another sermon of Banzan's. Banzan one day went to the market and saw a man buying wild boar's flesh. The customer said to the butcher, "Cut me a slice of good meat." The butcher threw down his chopper, folded his arms, and said, "Your Honor does not know that this is all good meat." Banzan was greatly enlightened on the spot. The best comment on this is the never-to-be-forgotten saying of Wordsworth, "All that we behold is full of blessings." To realize that religion is eating, that every mouthful is the flesh of Christ, that when we walk with Christ's legs, when we sit with his buttocks. This knowledge is the most exhilarating thing in the world. Every smell is the smell of God. Every death is the death of God. To know this is indeed to be at ease. Zen, Sin and Death. Zen cannot assert either the mortality or the immortality, the existence or the non-existence of the soul. Buddhism may do so, for it is a religion. Christianity may do so, it is a religion. Zen cannot do so, because it is religion itself, which deals with the infinite in this finite place, eternity at this moment of time, and cannot make general or abstract statements about any world to come or not to come. What answer shall we give then to the question,
Transmission of mind.
is there an afterlife?
This is a collection of the sayings of
one world at a
Huangpo,
time.
made by Haikyuu, otherwise known as Haisho Koko, a great admirer of Obaku. In his preface, 858, he tells us 843.
I'm reading Zen Classics by R.H. Blythe.
internal uprising. There's more of Saudi Arabia.
You know, when I hear women calling for death, chaos, mayhem, war, I don't know, it's kind of off putting. Maybe that's why people are single in this world. Okay, this is Philosophy and Poetry read by John Kitover. Zen, Sin and Death. Zen cannot assert either the mortality or the immortality, the existence or the non-existence of the soul. Buddhism may do so, for it is a religion. Christianity may do so, it is a religion. Zen cannot do so because it is in itself, which deals with the infinite and infinite in this finite place, eternity at this moment of time, and cannot make general or abstract statements about any world to come or not to come. What answer shall we give then to the question, is there an afterlife? Thoreau's is the most concise. One world at a time. To come to the second point, there is nothing American Christian about this answer, and when a Japanese Roshi replies, he should reply in the same un-Japanese way. Above all, we do not want the casuistry and sophistry of the double answer, that from the absolute point of view we are unborn and undying, as far as a real self is concerned, and from the relative viewpoint we are blessed or cursed with a succession of rebirths and redeaths. If I am asked the question, I will say that upon dispassionate inspection, the life of man looks like that of the plants that grow, reach maturity, decay, and disintegrate into their various elements. This is doubtless the law for the so-called spiritual world, which actually is not separate from or even correlated with the material world, but is a mere aspect of it, just as the material world is a mere aspect of the spiritual. This answer, however, is not the kind of answer I give when asked about Bach's art of fugue, or Basho's furu ikiya, or Shakespeare's never, 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 never. It is only an opinion, and per se no better than anybody else's. Perhaps the most difficult examination of oneself is to be told not that one is a fool or a knave or even a hypocrite, but that what one says is not interesting or useful. Death is a fearful thing because of its irrevocableness, but at times when perhaps least expected or even unwanted, the realization comes to us that what has never existed, the individual soul, the ego, has not gone and cannot go out of existence. What was born immediately ceased to be. At every moment, neither existence nor non-existence can be predicated or denied. Yet what a world of difference between a living child and a dead one. Consider the following sentence of Thoreau's put into the form of a haiku. Over the old wooden bridge, no traveler crossed. This no traveler like deserted roads, empty chairs, silent organs, has more meaning, more poetry, solidity, and permanence than any traveler. No traveler does not mean no body, nothing at all. It means every man,
Sin
you and
and
I,
death.
and God,
Zen
that all
cannot
things cross
assert
this old
either the
rickety
mortality
bridge,
or the
like the
immortality,
bold
the
lover on
existence
the
of the
Grecian urn
non-existence
can
of the
never
soul.
reach the goal.
Buddhism may do so, for it is a religion. Christianity may do so, it is a religion. Zen cannot do so because it is religion itself.